exclusive coverage on thepapare.com. We are coming to you live from the historic Havelock Park, and what an afternoon we have ahead of us. It is the final week of the first round in the Dialog Schools Rugby League, and the pressure is at absolute boiling point. Today we have a crucial Group 1A clash as D.S Senanayake College goes head-to-head with Lumbini College, and both teams fighting tooth and nail to secure every single point to carry forward into the next round. There is absolutely no room for error. I am Methila, and I'm joined in the comms box today with Janidu.
Very good afternoon, Methila. D.S Senanayake College taking on Lumbini, as this game will be an important game, especially for that ball segment, Methila, especially. And it's the final week of the Dialog Schools Rugby League, the first round, final week rather. And it's going to be very interesting. A lot of interesting games happening in this last week, which will impact for all these teams moving towards the season for the second round. As we have a look at the weather, it's overcast conditions looking very good. It's a bit hot here as well, with a temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a wind speed of 15 kilometers per hour. And most probably we might expect some rain during the latter part of the game, just assuming that, especially looking at the weather conditions which we had in the past few days. But nevertheless, at the moment, Havelock Park, the environment looking solid for a beautiful game of rugby.
Yes, indeed. And next up, we have today's features. We have St. Peter's College taking on Wesley College, and Anand taking on Mahanama at Anand Grounds. St. Joseph's taking on Prince of Wales at CRNFC, and we have Zaira taking on Thurston at Zaira College Grounds, and Royal and Thomas at meeting at Royal Complex, and Sri Sumangala College taking St. Anthony's at Trinity Grounds. So plenty of rugby action today, and tomorrow we have Kingswood taking on Science, and a huge match, Isipathana College taking on Trinity at Havelock tomorrow. So plenty of rugby action this weekend, Janidu.
Yes, definitely, Methina. Like I mentioned, all these games are going to be very important for all these teams, especially Trinity taking on Isipathana tomorrow. That's going to be a blockbuster game, Methila, and of course the winner will emerge as the group champions. And of course yet another game happening today at Bambalapitiya, St. Peter's versus Wesley. I'm pretty sure that St. Peter's will look for redemption, as they met Wesley in the knockouts quarterfinals, but Wesley did manage to get the upper hand of that game. But once again these two are meeting, and it's going to be an interesting game. And of course in Group C, pretty much of drama happening. Of course St. Thomas's Mount Lavinia going against their arch rivals Royal College Colombo. But nevertheless, not only the rivalry, whoever the team wins will advance to the cup segment. And of course Zahira will have to make sure that they get their game on top as well against Thurston. Nevertheless, it's a big battle between Royal and St. Thomas's to qualify for that cup segment, and it's going to be some interesting rugby happening here at Saturday in this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026.
Yes, indeed. Heat is coming, and here's highlights from last week. This was the Trinity match. Trinity gave a dominating second half for DS, and here's St. Joseph's College taking on Wesley at CR. This is Manam taking on Prince of Wales, and here's the match. Zaira taking on St. Thomas. St. Thomas coming up with those late points and winning the match for them. And here's Isipathana thumping Sumangala at Pallakale Stadium. And this was St. Peter's taking on Anand at Anand Grounds. Here's Group 1A's last week's match. St. Anthony's taking on Lumbini. We also have Science took on Thurston. And one crucial match, it was a very close match until the end, Royal versus Kingswood. So plenty of rugby action on your way. So stay tuned in. This is Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.com.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Let's KFC!
Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Hey, I'm a hell of a on the classic to go.
Black Knight Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Summer refresh when the train got to go.
Black Knight Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්.
වාජ්‍ය සේවක ඔබට සුවිශේෂී දීමනාවක් ඕනෑම ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකක් මාස 12න් ටික ගෙවන්න ගන්න. අවම මූලික ගෙවීම රුපියල් 6550 සිට ඔබ ළඟම බාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
කිචන් එක අබාන්ස් කරන්නේ දැන් වයිෆුත් හැපි එකේ ඉන්නේ. වයිෆ් හැපි කරන්න කිචන් එක අබාන්ස් කරන්න.
Built to withstand every season. Modern designs, elegant finishes, made to match your style. Alumex handrails, Sri Lanka's #1 and the most trusted aluminium brand.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
LG Dual Cool Inverter බයෝසමන යන්ත්‍ර 70%ක් දක්වා විදුලි ඉතිරි කරමින් රුපියල් 2,19,990ක් වැනි අදාහගත නොහැකි තීමනාවකට අභාන්සුවටම පමණයි.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamai.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
හඳුන්වාදන Keys Crest Ultimate Crispy Chicken Experience එක. Crunchy කටගැස්මකට Crispy Chicken Thai, Spicy Vibe එකට Spicy Crispy Chicken Strip, Share කරන් කන්න Crispy Chicken Popcorn, රස ඩබල් කරන barbecue sauce සමග Keys Crest Ultimate Crispy Chicken Experience එක.
Welcome back to Havelock Park. It's DS taking on Lumbini College. It's the last week of the Dialog Schools Rugby League and things are heating up, isn't it, Janidu? Got a banter going on. Who ends up in plate? Who ends up in ball? So, what do you think this week's results would be so far?
Well, yes, an interesting question, Methila, but nevertheless, I feel like Trinity might have the upper hand, especially going against Isipatana, but you never know. Isipatana is a team who is very capable of coming back strong into games, and nevertheless, we have seen some lot of improvement from Isipatana, especially after that defeat against Royal in the knockouts tournament. They have improved immensely in the Dialog Schools Rugby League season, and of course, Trinity pretty much moving forward with lots of confidence. They are unbeaten, and of course, most of you all know that Trinity are the favourites heading into this Dialog Schools Rugby League, and of course they are the defending champions as well. So they have that experience, they have the opportunities, they have the resources. So nevertheless, it's all about how you play the game on that day. And of course, another competitor, I would say Wesley and St. Peter's. I'm pretty sure those two teams are eyeing at the cup as well. Of course, Peters have been very dominant heading into this Schools Rugby League season after their defeat against Wesley in the knockouts tournament. So, but nevertheless, Wesley have been here and there finding their rhythm, especially few games here and there where they couldn't find their momentum or the rhythm. But nevertheless, I'm pretty sure, especially heading into the important games, Wesley will show up when it matters the most. And of course, talking about Zahira, Royal and St. Thomas's, it's going to be very interesting as we take a look at the points table of Group 1A. Of course, Trinity lead in that group 24 points. Look at that point difference, Methila, 166 to 107 when you compare it with Isipatana. But nevertheless, that is the dominance that Trinity has showcased this season so far, and it's just that one important game that they have tomorrow to conclude this first round in a well manner. And of course, Sri Sumangala and St. Anthony's Candy, they have been able to qualify for the plate segment, but nevertheless they'll be meeting today, and those points will matter for both those teams, especially moving forward in the plate segment. And of course, DS versus Lumbini happening here at Havelock Park today. Those points will matter too.
Yes, indeed. Every match counts, Janidu. And moving on to the point scorers. We have Amma Faiza with banking 47 points to his name. And second up, we have Nimanta Sandeep with 43 points and Mayank Das with 40. He's been carrying St. Thomas as far as he can. And we have Ashok Krishan with 38 points. And Sachin Tendulkar will see his action really shortly with 36 points. So that is the point scorers for the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026.
And looking at the top try scorers, Netsan Mantus 5 tries, Pete Wright, rather Hasharama Madugaspe and Shenuka Pereira from St. Peter 6 tries each, and of course the second place at another Pete Wright, Netsan Mantus 5 tries, and of course there you go, Shan Altaf, the man with the big boot, is on the third place, having 5 tries to his name, and of course Nevit Mevnaka and Dinuka Jayasundara 5 tries each as well. So pretty much of a good competition going here as well, Methila. A lot of players in that highlighting criteria, and of course nevertheless all those players have been brilliant, and it's a great opportunity for these players, especially coming into this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. It has expanded in many ways. Looking back, if you look at 10 years back, and now it's been a big season and 18 schools taking part in this A division, and it's very, very interesting and also a big opportunity for these lads, and of course especially an under-20 Sri Lanka tour coming this year as well.
Yes, indeed, it's bigger than ever. These school students, they get a lot of opportunities in the future, and we will go to a quick commercial break and be with you right after. Stay tuned in, as this is Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.com.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samagin pirimin sadhamai.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamai.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Let's KFC! Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Hey, I'm a hell of a on the class, I gotta go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Abans fridge කියන්නේ Abans fridge කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. Abans family එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Summer refresh when the train I gotta go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්.
වාජ්‍ය සේවක ඔබට විශේෂී දීමනාවක් ඕනෑම ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකක් මාස 12න් ටික ටික ගෙවන්න ගන්න. අවම මූලික ගෙවීම රුපියල් 6550 සිට ඔබ ළඟම බාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
කිචන් එක අබාන්ස් කරන්නේ දැන් වයිෆුත් හැපි එකේ ඉන්නේ. වයිෆ් හැපි කරන්නේ කිචන් එක අබාන්ස් කරන්නේ.
Built to withstand every season. Modern designs. Elegant finishes made to match your style. Alumex handrails. Sri Lanka's #1 and the most trusted aluminium brand.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
අව්ව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්. අව්වත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
LG Dual Cool Inverter බයෝසමනයන්ත්‍ර 70ක් දක්වා විදුලි ඉතිරි කරමින් රුපියල් 2,19,990ක් වැනි අදහාගත නොහැකි තීමනාවකට අභාන්සුවීම පමණයි.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
හඳුන්වා දෙන Keys Crest Ultimate Crispy Chicken Experience එක. ක්‍රන්චි කටගැස්මකට crispy chicken thai, spicy vibe එකට spicy crispy chicken strip, share කරන් කන්න crispy chicken popcorn, රස double කරන barbecue sauce සමග Keys Crest Ultimate Crispy Chicken Experience එක.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Welcome back to Havelock Park, and it's DS taking on Lumbini, and both teams are making their way to the ground. As you can see in the screen there, the Lumbini College getting ready for the team lineups, and D.S Senanayake making their way to the park. Tathira leading the team out. Both teams getting ready with the proceedings as we speak. Any predictions, Janidu, of today's match?
Well, seems like DS might have the opportunity, or rather the upper hand, to especially take this game home. And more importantly, both these teams are yet to mark their first victory of the season. So I'm pretty sure these two teams will look forward to that opportunity, and pretty much they'll be desperate as well. And like I mentioned, due to those reasons, and of course, pretty sure these boys must have been advised from their managements and from their coaching staffs, saying that these points will be highly important for them to proceed in that ball segment. And of course, it's a battle between for the relegations as well. So a lot of responsibility in these boys' shoulders. Nevertheless, I'm pretty sure the boys are up for the task. Conditions are looking good, and it's going to be an interesting game. But yes, I feel like D.S Senanayake College might have the upper hand to take this game home. But nevertheless, Lumbini can be an unpredictable team as well.
Yes, indeed, Janidu. Both teams are ready for a cracking match. Now we head off with the two school anthems.
Yes, 6 more games happening today. And inclusive of this game, 7 games happening of the final week of the Dialog Schools Rugby League in the first round. And of course, just 2 games to be played tomorrow. But tomorrow there's a blockbuster happening here at Havelock Park itself. And of course, if we take a look at the two teams, Lumbini starting off with Senuko Deshia's Indurang and the Hama Shendra in their front row, and Kalmika Imudu and Abiru Kulanaka in the locks, and Netsar Tisun Pereira, the vice captain, and Damidu Sulaksana in the third row. And of course, number 9 duties will be taken by Lakshan Udayang, and the skipper Johan moves to fly off, and Sashan Prabhuddha and Vihangarasanga will match the centers, and Naduna Aloka and Sachin Tindu are at wings, and Lakshan Pereira will carry the responsibility of playing at number 15. And of course, DS Binul Gimnath, Praveen Lakmal, and Viruja Jayatilaka in the front row, and Sadil Anurang and Tamil in the second rows, and Chandra Mohan, Sanjeevan, Sanu Pereira and Mohammad Inshan in the third row. And of course, Lakitma Manage at number 9, and Dev Magamage at fly off, Tatira Pereira, the experienced skipper, at first center, and Yasanda Ravindra at number 13, and the 2 wingers Sujiva Kumar and Kushan Priyalal, and Buddhidhari Surua at fullback, and couple of changes as well in the DS lineup. 2 experienced players sitting in the bench, probably some strategy, or rather a part of the plan coming from coach Ashela Deshapriya. And of course, because he knows how important this game is, pretty much a season that didn't go well for DS, and I'm pretty sure this is a side that has a lot of potential, especially they are the under 18 sevens runners up as well, Mathila. So yes, the season did not quite go as expected for them, but nevertheless, here's the opportunity to mark that first victory for DS Senanayake.
Yes, indeed. This is going to be a crucial match for both teams heading off. They need these points. They need these vital points going into that ball segment. And we are minutes away from kickoff.
Yes, as both the teams have their final huddles before getting into action. It will be DS Senanayake starting off things, and Lumbini College will be on the receiving end. They'll be attacking from the left to right. And so far the conditions, and it's a bit hot as well. It will be a tough task for these boys to play under this heat as well. But nevertheless, rugby is all about passion and putting your heart and soul into it. And Hatira Pereira, the skipper for D.S Senanayake College, with the ball in hand to start off things.
Yes, indeed. It's not easy to play in this weather. And here's Tatir with the ball in hand. And we are underway. Tatir with not the deepest kicks, but Lumbini makes a hash of it. Kulnaka with not the best of receiving. And here's the first Kawani scrum in the match goes in favor of DS.
Yes, cardinal error there by Abir Kulnoka. Not the best of starts, especially heading into the game. And yes, Lakmita Manage, number 8, sending it out. Yes, Tatira Pereira now gets into contact, being brought down. Good ruck pressure coming in from Lumbini as well, but nevertheless DS forwards does very well to recover that ball, but knocks it forward. But seems like referee will bring back player for that initial infringement.
Good fast play there by DS, but they have to make sure they have possession. They keep the ball with them, because this is a game who has the ball most will win, because these two teams love to attack. So when they have broken play, both teams are very good at broken play. So they have to keep the ball with them and play it safe.
Yes, absolutely, Medila. I definitely agree with you. Especially both these teams have strong back lines. Especially they've showcased that in this season how well they go when they have open space. So pretty much similar combinations coming into play from both the teams. So that's, like you mentioned, possession will play a vital role as the first Rexona line out of the game. DS does very well and sets up that driving maul.
The Dons driving maul is inactive. Gaining inch by inch, but Lumbini defense is up to task. Here's Praveen Lakmal in the back of that scrum. Is being brought down very well. And here's Viruj Adilaka. Goes for that pick and go. Here's DS forwards coming into action in Lumbini's 22. Here's Viruj Adilaka. Goes for that pick and go. Lumbini defense have been on point, showing the upper hand, but here's Lakidma gives it to Praveen, who runs it straight. Lakidma looking for the options, and here's Rusiru gives the ball to Sanu, and here's a wraparound pass. Here's Sujiv Kumar, cuts back in, still on the move. Is being brought down inches away from the try line. Here's Inshan. Good recovery there by DS. Now forwards again to calm things down. DS have to stick to their game plan and play it safe because they have the position. Here's Lakidma again, gives ball out, but cardinal error there, running the lines too fast, and here's Deumin meets up with big pressure. Lakidma goes to the short side, and Rusiru puts the little grub in, but collects it well by Shahan rather, but a good turnover there. So both teams still nerves kicking in, settling down to the game. Cardinal errors from both teams, but DS attacking so far, and Lumbini giving it best with defense.
Yes, absolutely. Sashan Prabhuda, just unfortunate there. He lost his balance, slipping into the ground, and was isolated. And DS, very good game awareness there, taking that opportunity, taking that turnover, and gaining that penalty. And of course, now once again, a Rexona line out in favor of DS. Once again inside in their 22. Yes, that opportunity. Once again, they had one opportunity, blown away. And Lumbini did manage to put it back, but nevertheless, DS have been able to get that opportunity, and now once again opting to go with that driving maul DS. But nevertheless, Lumbini has been brilliant, but this time the recovery work comes very well for D.S Senanayake. Moves closer to that try line. Can they go all the way? That's the question. Lumbini putting a big effort, but yes, that's the first Amala back try coming for D.S Senanayake College, and that's Praveen Lakmal, the key man in this forwards, in this D.S Senanayake outfit, scores the first try for D.S Senanayake College, and 5 points to nil. DS extends their lead in the game.
Yes, indeed, Janidu. DS Rose first blood. He had Havelock Park. That's the power of the Dons rolling more. As there was a weight coming from the Lumbini side in the first few. They broke it off, then they shifted to the inside and kept on rolling. So those are the tactics you should use in this match, because it is a very important match for both teams. You have to play it safe, and here's Buddhis Rusiru with the first opportunity for the goal conversion. It's not successful, but DS with a 5-point lead within the first 6 minutes.
Yes, Medela, and coming back to that point, yes, Lumbini College, especially when it comes to their forwards, that has been a concern for them this season. We saw that game against the Antonians last week as well, because Antonian forwards are heavy and they are big forwards, and they do have strong ball carriers as well, and that was the threat that came for Lumbini College. And of course, I'm pretty sure DS must have analysed it, and of course they'll have a more of a slow game used from their forwards as Lumbini restarts things, as Pereira collects it very well and puts it to boot and finds decent touch, and it will be the first Rexona line out for Lumbini.
Yes, indeed. We've seen DS line out so far, and we'll see what Lumbini has in store in this set piece.
Yes, absolutely. It's the first opportunity that Lumbini gets to attack, and it will be very important for them to bounce back into momentum, because they did lose possession in the beginning of the game, but nevertheless does very well off the line out. And yes, that nippy halfback shows and goes. Brilliant game awareness. He saw that defense rushing and dummies it, and yes, Lumbini now with the attack. Good rush defense coming by Praveen Lakmal from D.S Senanayake College, and once again the ball has been lost, but nevertheless seems like it's a penalty conceded in favor of Lumbini College. And here's the opportunity now for Lumbini. Interesting to see what they'll opt to do. And yes, the skipper straight away, Johan, point in that post. Interesting, around 45 meters, Metila, with an angle. Well, if he can make it, it's going to be a brilliant kick, and of course a brilliant start for Lumbini as well.
Yes, indeed, Johnny, the massive confidence in this lad going for that boot. 5 points down. That is confidence you'll never get from a kicker. And here's the Lumbini kicker to make this lead margin a bit more close.
Yes, sir. Can Johan make this difficult Alumex penalty? Well, doesn't have much of a connection. Pereira reacts to it very well and puts it to boot once again, and brilliant meters covered, getting out from that danger zone. Skipper leading from the front, and yes, not a bad option to go for that 3 points, Metila, because D.S Senanayake College is leading by 5 points, and if he had made it through, it would have been just a deficit of 2 points. But nevertheless, I feel like he had the direction but not enough power in that boot. But nevertheless, once again Lumbini with the line out throw does very well. And here's Lumbini now with the attack, using their strong area, the backs. Here's the goose step coming, shows and goes, needs support, puts it to boot. They will have to have the chasers. But nevertheless, I believe it's Buddhi the Risuru who came there on right on time. But yes, the penalty conceded from D.S Senanayake College. We'll have to come back to that to see what the infringement was. But nevertheless, yes, the opportunity now for Lumbini College. They're inside the 5 meter. Can they make it? Using their forwards now, playing those close quarters. Here's Sachin Tainduar acting a halfback for Lumbini. Can Lumbini make it? That's the question. Good defense coming into play from D.S Senanayake College, not letting the Lumbini boys get over that 5-meter line. This is brilliant work. Lovely inside ball coming into play once again. They'll need quick ball, but good defense coming into play by Tatira Pereira and his fellow mate. And the referee blows the whistle, says offside. Huge opportunity here for Lumbini College to score that first Amana Bank try. Referee asking the options from the skipper. They have multiple options and they have up to go with the option which is closer to the post. And here's the pass coming in from the halfback. Very close to that whitewash now. Yes, Lakshan Pereira putting on some dance, using his footsteps up, but nevertheless, DS, the defense has been on point. Really good communication and good rush defense coming into play, tackle after tackle. And Tisun Pereira collects that loose ball. But once again, very close to that whitewash. Well, referee says no try. Interesting to see. Will he bring back play for yet another advantage?
Lumbini playing a quick ball game, and DS is up to task, but let's see how long DS could do this. And now Lumbini with another, I think their formation is regular too. A quick tap, another quick tap. They're not going for those set beat options, but going for that quick tap.
Well, probably they know that the DS forwards are a bit of a threat, Methila, so definitely might as well play to your strengths, but nevertheless this time Lumbini has opted to go for a Cavani scrum down, and will be interesting to see. Most probably will use their backs.
Yes, indeed. But at the same time, the vice captain D.S Pereira will be licking his fingers behind that scrum to break. Here's the DS flankers to watch. Like I said, here's the vice captain gives the offload to the number 9. Now the Lumbini forwards coming into play. Here's Pereira again. Goes into contact. Here's the DS forwards rushing on that player, but he makes ground there. He puts a little step in. Again, here's the number 9 gives the ball, backdoor pass, and here's a little chip in. Collects it well and dots down right underneath the post. What a try, what a little chip in, and collects it well.
Well, yes, I believe it's the skipper, Johan. What a brilliant passage of play coming from the skipper, leading from the front, showing up when it matters the most. They were trying to get over that DS defense because DS was playing rush defense, and probably he identified that maybe this little chip kick might help and favors in favor of them, and scores that lovely try under the post. And here's the goal conversion coming. And yes, it will be a piece of a cake for Sachin Tainduar. And now Lumbini College in the lead, 7 points to 5. And it will be interesting to have that replay of that try, Methila.
Yes, indeed. Good awareness there. They saw the DS defense rushing in. No one was there in the back. As soon as they rushed in, he was aware enough to give that little chip in and score that try. Here's a replay. A nice little backdoor pass to Sachin. He puts a little grab in, and the center, Johan, collects it very well, dots down right underneath the post. Now Lumbini taking on that lead, and here's Tatira with a nice long high hanging kick. Gives the ball to Sachin, who replies with a good touch find, a water kick. Brings them out of their, almost out of their half.
Well, yes, good clearance kick from Sachin coming into play. And of course, pretty much that try must have been a confidence boost as well for Lumbini. They were struggling to find that momentum coming into this game. But nevertheless, now they've been able to recover. It's just a matter of holding on to possession and cutting down those errors as much as you can. That is what will matter to both these teams. And of course, at the moment, Lumbini leading by 2 points. Just 15 minutes of the game, and this game has already been a heated up game. And of course, the last few minutes are going to be very battlefield. And of course, here's the Rexona line out once again coming in from Praveen Lakmal. DS this time opting to give it to the halfback, and halfback lovely inside ball to Sujiva Kumar, but lovely ankle tap to bring him down. This lad's got so much pace in him, so good ankle tap coming into play. And here's D.S Senanayake now with the attack, and seems like the player was isolated, but hands in the ruck, not releasing, and it will be a penalty in favor of D.S Senanayake College.
A good set piece movement there. They formed more, but that little combination between the 9 and the 11, what a passage of play. But good spot for the Lumbini defense. They got the little ankle tap and brought Sujiva Kumar down. And now DS again knocking on Lumbini's though in the 22. And I sense Don's rolling more coming our way.
Yes, for sure, Methila. Probably they'll once again opt to go with their rolling maul, which has so far worked them. But the line out doesn't do anything in favor of DS Senanayake College, and Lumbini recovers that ball very well, and once again puts a beautiful kick, taking his team out of trouble. Once again is Sachin Tendulkar. Lovely boot he's having with him, and he's playing a vital game, and you'll have to make sure that he continues this momentum for the rest of the game, because he seems like a little bit of a threat. And here's that lovely set piece play coming from D.S Senanayake. Sujiv Kumar got plenty of pace in his legs. A strong ball carrier as well, even though he's playing at win 3/4. And once again, D.S Senanayake coming back to the same place where they had their previous line out. And once again, Praveen Lakmal will have to make sure that he does very well this time.
Here's once again the rolling more, but here's Lakitma gives the ball to the captain, who runs it straight to the defense line, still on his feet. Still no one's bringing him down, but ball's been ripped out by the Lumbini player. And here's Lumbini with the attack now. Gives the ball to the try scorer, and here's the Lumbini line. Here's the winger in the far line. Ball's out. Johan collects it, looking for his option, but DS defense is rushing up on him. Here's Pereira, the vice captain. Big man he is. Release! Goes straight into contact. Here's the DS defense rushing up on that player, but brings him down. Now here's good defense there. Massive pressure on the Lumbini player.
Well, yes, not the best of passes coming into play from Lumbini. Nevertheless, that puts them into the back foot. D.S Senanayake saw that opportunity and bundles out Lumbini into touch. And now, once again, D.S Senanayake with the opportunity for yet another Rexona line now. But nevertheless, good passage of play coming into play from Lumbini. They were able to steal that ball from D.S Senanayake. And they're playing with a lot of confidence and a lot of running rugby. And here's once again D.S Senanayake, this time opting to go with the rolling maul and being brought down. Good pressure coming into play from Lumbini. The defense has been very good so far, and D.S Senanayake College will have to settle down a bit. Well, seems like I just mentioned that DS has to settle, and certainly that pressure once again has made them lose that ball. And it's a knock forward, and it will be a Cavani scrum down in favor of Lumbini College.
Yes, indeed. They have to settle down, play it cool and calm because, like you mentioned, when DS gets the ball, they gain meters. They have to play calm and make those phases, building up those phases because as soon as Lumbini gets the ball, they are really sharp on attack and sharp on broken play.
We have three.
So now here's a Cavani scrum in favor of Lumbini College. Lakshan with the feeding. Looks to run and comes with a good high hanging kick, and here's the Umin, collects it well, but immense pressure on the lad. Lumbini players were swarming in, but hands on floor, says the referee.
Hands getting down. You're first attempt to play.
Yes, once again Lumbini making that mistake back to back and conceding Alumex penalty. D.S Senanayake and ThePapare opts to go to touch and puts a decent meters, but like you mentioned, these Lumbini backs can be very dangerous. They're playing at a fast pace, so DS will have to make sure that they slow down the game and use their forwards, especially majority of the game. Play with their forwards, move forward inch by inch and make sure that you get those line outs and scrums right. And yes, the Rexona line out once again coming into play and sets the rolling maul. Ball has been transferred as well. And the referee confirms that it's a ball. And the referee wants to use the ball. And here's ThePapare now opting to go on his own. Has support right on time. And once again, hands on the ruck. Says referee, quick tap taken by ThePapare. Sends it out. D.S Senanayake has some space outside. Can they go all the way? Beats one, beats two. Gets into contact. Yes, Lumbini defense trying to hold the player up. But nevertheless, DS now comes into their 22 and has a massive opportunity to score back.
Yes, taking the ball in. Now DS forwards in the 22 of Lumbini. And here's ThePapare, sells that dummy. Inches away from scoring the try. My. DS is inches away from the try line, and here's Praveen Lakma. Tries to go from the short side. Again, DS forwards.
Get back.
Here's Binu. Takes in for a pick and go, and here's Budithuruziru. Trying to spark something up. Run it straight. Meets up with a bunch of defenders from Lumbini. Referee bringing back play to the last infringement. Here's Sandu Pereira taking that quick tap. Spotting that gap. Here's Viruju Jayatilaka going for the pick and go. Inches away is the DS. Forwards slowing things down and scoring the try. What a try, and that is Praveen Lakma with his second Amara Bank try for the match. Bit of a smile on the fellow. Like I said, if DS plays the game with their forwards, they have the upper hand. They have to play it cool and calm, and the magic will do its work.
Yes, absolutely. It's just a matter of sticking to our basics, which has not been the case from D.S Senanayake. They've got to make sure that they stick to their basics, just do those right things at the right time, and definitely the results will work in favor of them as Udidurusuru sets up for the goal conversion. Good passage of play coming into play from D.S Senanayake College forwards, and they will have to make sure that they continue this. And the conversion looks good as well from Udidurusuru. And 12 points to 7 is the score. And now Lumbini trailing 5 points.
Number 5. You want to be clarified?
Lumbini will have to make sure that they cut down errors, and especially when it comes to conceding penalties, especially when it comes to ruck work. They've been conceding a bit of extra penalties. They'll have to be cautious because the D.S Senanayake forwards would love to have those rolling balls coming into play, and Lumbini will have to make sure that they cut down those penalties, and Lumbini now with the restart.
Here's Sachin with the restart, goes with a long high-hanging kick. What a kick he has been having knocked back, says the referee, and here's ThePapare with immense pressure but breaks the line. He's still on the move, has to give the ball out. Here's Kushan Priyara, steps on the boost, steps in, still on the move is Kushan. Meets up with the big man, trying to hold up the player. And they successfully do so. Good passage of play there from DS, but they have to have those supporting lines have to come in play. Because Kushan Priyara, as soon as he got the ball, he got isolated. And the vice captain from Lumbini took his chance on handling up the winger.
Yes, definitely, but brilliant passage of play coming into play from ThePapare, the skipper for D.S Senanayake College. Was trying to put it to boot, but they saw that rush defense coming, and he instead he dummied that pass, and he saw that space open, and he gained around 30 to 40 meters, and saw that play coming with the supporting line as well. But nevertheless, like you mentioned, that particular player was isolated, and here's Induvara once again putting it to boot, a high-hanging kick. Not very well collected by Devmin Gamage, but nevertheless does very well to recover. And the Lumbini defense trying to pressure, but good ruck work coming into play from D.S Senanayake College. But nevertheless, DS will surely look to put this to boot to get out of the red zone.
Inside 22.
Yes, Gamage to Pereira, but Pereira opts to send it out, and seems like they have open space. Breaks one, breaks two. Can he go all the way? Good cover defense coming into play by Sachin Tindwara for Lumbini. Holding on, says the referee. And straight away penalty conceded and quick tap taken by Lakshan Pereira. Is it an advantage for Lumbini? Yes, it is. Not 10 meters, says the referee. Huge opportunity here for Lumbini now. Brilliant anticipation, brilliant game awareness, brilliant game knowledge. Yes, Lumbini now sending it out. Yes, the left kicker putting it high and collects it well, but referee will bring back player for that advantage.
We have two players down. It's injury time here at Havelock Park. Sachin ThePapare and Virujajai Tilaka is on the ground. Good play there by both teams. Electric play. Like I said, both teams are good on broken play attack. And good awareness from Tatira to see there were short of men in the defense and wanted to run it. And Satila came up with a good run. Pace on that lock forward.
Yes, absolutely, and good defense coming into play as well. Good cover defense. Initially, good cover defense coming into play, and saw that play was isolated and straight away turned over the ball. And conceding that penalty, Lumbini saw that the DS entire outfit was right in front of them and took that quick tap. So overall, good rugby being played, Mithil, and just 27 minutes of this game, and it's been a brilliant game so far to witness. And yes, at the moment, two players down from both the teams, and it will be a bit of a break for these players to hydrate and recover as well while these players recover from their injuries.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully it's nothing big. As we can see, Virujajai Tilaka and Sachin, the both on their feet. Good siding for both teams. Two important men for both. And we have a good underdog card here at Havelock Park, Janidu.
Captain?
Yes, absolutely, and especially Sachin Tindwara is back on his feet. A key player in this Lumbini outfit. He'll have to be there. Seems like it's all okay for him. And
not
be a penalty in favor of
number one.
Lumbini. And news from Kandy is that the Antonians are leading against Sri Sumangala 12 points to nil. Seems like the Antonians have started very well. Nevertheless, Sri Sumangal is a team with a lot of potential that can especially come back into games strong. But nevertheless, after their two defeats against Trinity and Nisipatana, they'll have to bounce back in this game to find that momentum. But nevertheless, Antonians at the moment leading 12 points to nil. And of course, news from Havelock Park is that 12 points to 7, DS leading Lumbini. Few more games to happen as well, as we will bring you those updates as well. And referee starts the play. Yes, the man who went down, Sachin Tendulkar, with the ball in hand, who has a big boot on him. That's a lovely kick from Sachin Tendulkar.
Since Sachin Tendulkar put that little drop in for the try, he has collected immense confidence. Every kick he goes sparks something good for the Lumbini side. And now Lumbini knocking on that door in the 22 of DS. DS defense have to be sharp and careful, which they have been so far. So we'll see what Lumbini has in store with this set piece.
Yes, definitely the DS defense has been brilliant, and especially even though they're playing rush defense, they have not conceded any penalties as well. But this time steals the ball from the line out. Does very well the jump from D.S Senanayake, and yes, they're coming into play. They need support. Lumbini trying to pressure.
You hands getting down.
Nevertheless, yes, come again now to Pereira. Pereira once again opting not to go to the boot, but just to run. And DS now once again using their forwards.
Good rush defense there by the vice captain from Lumbini, and here's Tatira Pereira with the boot. I think the kick was dashed down by the Lumbini player. And it will be a Rexona line out in favor of.
Wait.
It will be a line out in favor of D.S Senanayake, I believe. Beg your pardon. A line out in favor of Lumbini College. Here's Lumbini again with the same exact line out they had. Not the best of line outs, but they collect the ball, and it is not straight, is the call from referee. So DS again, massive relief. A good opportunity to get out of their own 22 and bring play into Lumbini's half, Janidu.
Yes, DS will be fortunate because Tatira Pereira just couldn't cover a lot of meters, putting that kick into clearance. But nevertheless, the Lumbini line out going astray has favored DS to get out of trouble. And now Gamage will just have to make sure that he feeds this scrum well, and maybe one or two phases using their forwards and straight into Tatira Pereira's hands and putting it to boot will be the best option for D.S Senanayake, because Lumbini can be dangerous, but nevertheless it's really important that DS play to their basics and to their plan.
Inside 22.
Yes, indeed. We have Liara Vikramasinghe making it to the park, acting as the scrum half, and here's Yasada running in his own 22. Gives the ball to Kushan, who gives the ball again to Deumin. Good link up there by the two line players from DS. Here's quick recycle ball. Here's Vinod, gives the ball to Praveen. Goes for the backdoor pass to Satila, who's been brilliant with his breaks.
No, you come to the side.
Again, Liara gives the ball to Praveen. Here's Yasada again, looking for his options. Play has been brought down, and referee brings back play to the early infringement. Both teams are sparking things up. They have to finish these moments. They come sparked up.
Number 4.
And Liara coming into the field, it's been a bit of difference. He's making the attack go faster, getting those recycle balls really quick from the rucks.
Yes, definitely.
You can't get the out for him.
A little bit of a concern.
Oh, no.
As the referee is not happy.
Ready, change.
With some incident that happened.
It's the strike scorer, Johan. Not sure what exactly happened. We have fresh legs coming into park for the Lumbini outfit.
Communicate කරන්න.
Well, I believe it's a replacement in
අතුලට ආවද?
terms of bleeding. I'm pretty sure that Johan will be back on the field because he is the skipper and he is one of the important key players in this Lumbini outfit.
Offside.
And pretty sure he'll be back. But nevertheless, yes, Pereira once again trying to find touch from the center of the field and does very well to get the ball out of touch, and it will be yet another line out in favor of D.S Senanayake College.
Yes, indeed. Now DS with Rex on a line out. Pretty interesting to see what these two have in store. It's been a cracking 32 minutes so far. Johnny, here at Havelock Park, and here's Praveen Lakmal with the throwing duties. Satila Radha Inshan. Now here's the DS team going from the short side, and here's the running is straight.
Advantage, high tackle.
Liar gives the ball to the captain, who puts in boot, looking for the 50-22 I believe, but he was...
Keep low, tackle, keep low,
beg your pardon.
please. Easy
He
first,
was way
but
inside
keep low.
the 50. Not sure what Tatira's option was there.
Well, probably he saw the advantage coming, Mithila, and maybe he up to go for that boot and maybe try for a 50-22, but nevertheless everything working in favor of D.S Senanayake College, and once again a penalty conceded from Lumbini, which has been the biggest concern for them so far in this game. Other than that, they've been brilliant as well, and here's a lovely kick coming in from Tatira Pereira, bringing his team inside the 22, and it's just a matter of making this line out right, and probably they'll surely look to set another rolling maul and drive forward.
Yes, indeed. Don's rolling maul has been strong when it comes, when it's needed, and here's Praveen Lakmal again with the Rexona line out. DS have to be very careful. They would really want this try to be scored as they go to Lemons in few minutes. Here's the Don's rolling maul.
Bounce!
Breaks the first line of defense. Still on the move is the Don's rolling maul.
Number 2.
Being brought down illegally, advantage in favor of DS. Tatira runs it straight. Still on the move.
Release, release!
Tatira. And here's something we don't see all day. Here's the DS Don's rolling maul again in middle of field.
No, number 9. No.
What a South Africa sort of play there from DS. They have to score, making that much effort into this play.
No shot!
Again, advantage in favor of DS. Inches away. And scores the Amala Bank try is Viruja Jayatilaga. The prop forward for DS, Viruja Jayatilaga, comes off with the Amala Bank try. A very patient set of forwards. DS, they played it really careful and came up with the Amana Bank try. Janadu, what do you think about that play in the middle of the field?
Well, yes, not something that you see often, but take a look at that once again. Brilliant setup coming from D.S Senanayake College. Yes, this is not the replay of that particular Springbok type rolling maul, but nevertheless good anticipation and good execution coming into play from D.S Senanayake College, and yes, the goal conversion coming through as well, and Buddhi Rusiru does very well to put that through, as well as D.S Senanayake College will head into Lemons 19 points to 7, and what a half it's been, and D.S Senanayake College does very well to get on top right at the end of the half, and it will be 19 points to 7, and we'll be back after a short commercial break for the second half action, and that's the halftime confirmation. D.S Senanayake College 19 points to 7, And we'll be back. Stay tuned with us, the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V. Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom Perfumed Body Spray.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Saratona enjoy karana party ekata go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go ekak.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Let's KFC! Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence. Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න. සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න. සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
ඔයාල කැපිලා පෙන්න ඔෆිස් එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go ekak.
party nadi
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබට ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V. Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom Perfumed Body Spray.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
To ThePapare.com, it is D.S Senanayake taking on Lumbini College. It's been a thrilling first half so far, and both teams are here to set the tone. And DS in the last part of the first half, making it with 2 tries. And here's the first try scored by DS through the Dons, rolling more. Pramil Lakmal in the back of it, and here's the little chip in from Sachin. The skipper goes in for the try for Lumbini. The first goal conversion from Sachin. And DS forwards again. The second Amana Bank try for Praveen Lakmal. There, keeping it calm, scoring the second Amana Bank try. Bodhisattva there, showing his kicking abilities. And again, it's been so far a forwards game for DS. And like I mentioned, Janidu, DS have made a bit of a margin, but they shouldn't take the foot off the Tigers' neck, because it will bite them back if they do. They have to keep the same pace as they did in the first half if they want to get this victory. And Lumbini, on the other hand, looking to make a difference in the second half, looking every way to attack for this second half, scoring their tries.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, they've got to make sure that they hold on to this momentum, because I feel like during the latter part of the first half, they identified the type of pace and the type of game they are supposed to play, and which is what helped them to get to this lead, because during the first 20 minutes, I'm pretty sure that they were struggling, and it was that latter part where they were able to come back into the game and get 19 points in the board to 7 against Lumbini, and pretty sure they will have to continue this momentum and continue the same plan they rightfully caught so in that first half. And of course the backs are doing a great job as well for D, especially the skipper with the boot, and the rest of the backs are doing the favor. But what matters the most, but it's the forwards that will have to drag this game till the end for D.S College. But on the other hand, Lumbini College will have to make sure that they cut down those errors. It's been a game with a lot of errors for them, handling errors and of course conceding multiple penalties, which is what helped D.S Senanayake to get into these points. And of course pretty sure during the break the coaches must have given the word, and interesting to see what these both these teams are gonna go about in the second half.
Yes, indeed, it's a new half. It's a new fresh half, and all the players are gotten that needed rest and pumped up. So awaiting exciting second half here at the Havelock Sports Cup. So stay tuned in because it's going to be a cracker of a second half. Now Lumbini with the restart.
Well, yes, interesting updates coming at the moment. Thurston College leading against Zahira Methila 21 points to 17. And yes, could the final week be a week with a lot of surprises? You never know. We'll have to wait till the final whistle of each and every game, as everything's set for the second half of this game. But I believe the ball's missing in the ground.
Yes, indeed, like you mentioned. Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026 has been a thriller, Johnny, though. You never know what will come, what the result will be in these matches.
Yes, absolutely. All these teams have been really competitive. Every game has been a big challenge for every team. And yes, Sachin Tayinduwara with the ball in hand for the restart of the second half. As a referee says we are all set, puts on a deep high kick. They will need some good chasers. Pereira collects it well and chases right on time. Good tackle coming into play, but DS does very well on the ruck. Yes, Praveen Lakmal, the strong ball carrier, pumps his legs. Coming after that short break, pretty much must have recovered himself. He has had a big work rate in this game, and yes, DS once again opting to run in that red zone. Good tackle coming in. They will need support. And this time, coming from the side, says the referee, quick tack taken from Lumbini. Well, unwanted penalty conceded by D.S Senanayake College, but straight away, D.S Senanayake College has turned over the ball. Quick tap taken from Buddhita Risuru. Can he go all the way? Beats two players. Just has one more player to beat.
Buddhita is being stormed by Lumbini players, but what a passage of play. What pace this player has. But in the end, he was isolated and Lumbini players caught up to him like a swarm of bees. They need these supporting lines. When as soon as a player breaks the defense line, those supporting lines have to come. If they did, they've been three or more tries ahead of Lumbini by this time. So again, it's a Rexona line out in favor of Lumbini College. Lumbini got out of that jail really quick as they saw Buddhita Risuru pacing through the corner of the ground.
Yes, absolutely. Brilliant game of awareness, I would say. DS considered that penalty, and Lumbini straight away went on with the quick tap and was isolated, and DS straight away turning over that ball, gaining that penalty, and Buddhita Risuru straight away took that quick tap and gained around 50 meters for his team. Nevertheless, very unfortunate in that corner. Down to
confirm
touch.
half time
Play's been stopped. Not sure what's the reason behind it. Unfortunately we don't have the mic cams available, referee mics available with us.
ටෙන් මීටර් එක ඉන්න නැත්තම් මට කියන්න 10 මීටර් එක ඉස්සරහා ඉන්නවනම් පොඩ බලන්න 10 මීටර් එක කන්සිඩර් කරන්න not 10 meters නෑ නෑ ડોක්ටර් නෑ ඔව්
This is a mood killer for both teams. They had momentum going, so players get a bit of chill time.
Doctor ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන ground එකෙන්
to
that's why I'm stopping
to meet up and as far as I've heard, I think the doctor is not in the field. That is the problem caused here at Havelock Park. Why not take a break, right? The doctor went for a quick stroll, but not back on time. Still.
Probably, I assume that the doctor must have been
thank you
gone to check out on another player maybe, but nevertheless these are strict regulations and protocols that take part in the game of rugby nowadays. It's very important and very strict. Back in the days, these things didn't matter, but now the game has evolved and developed into
come
more restricted areas when it comes to these injury concerns. So whenever if the doctor is not available, the referees wouldn't want to continue the game, but seems like well, the doctor is back and the game will resume in play as College
time on
will have the upper hand with the Rexona line out.
Yes, indeed, we have play back on, and we have a player who's taken from the stretcher, and here's Lumbini attacking in their own half, looking for that exit ball, but they
hands.
Few more paces from the
roll away, please roll away. You said
here's
taken back.
Satinta puts a small grubber in again, but Tatira is there to collect it, and Tatira bumps off 4 players. He's still on the move, needs to give the ball out, but he's being brought down. Liara gives the ball to Satila, but Devmin, not the best of collections, but loses the ball. Again, Lumbini.
First time getting back, second time missing a goal. Scrum down.
Yes, a good pressure coming into play from Lumbini, unsettling the DS backs. Yes, again the opportunity of having scrum down in favor of them. The first scrum down in the second half. And free kick straight away for Lumbini. Quickly taken, steps out, tries to get through that
advantage, not 10 meters.
Is on him, but nevertheless, yet another penalty conceded. Not 10 meters, says the referee. And this time, yes, it's Sachin Tinduar will definitely look to put it to boot.
Yes, indeed. DS defense have been conceding those Alumex penalties back to back. Not the side you want to see. You have points in head, but and here's Pereira.
No.
In for contact.
No. You engage.
Looking for options is the number 9 gives the ball to his captain, and here's the number 10 still on the move.
No.
Very unfortunate there. Sends the ball into ThePapare's hands, and D.S Senanayake College wouldn't mind that, and does very well to recover. And here's Gamage now, opting to go through the short side, has a bit of space, but comes on a good big tackle from Sachin everywhere in the field. And once again seems like he has gone down. A bit of a risky tackle. I believe it was not his shoulder that got into contact, more like it was his head. But a try-saving tackle, putting his heart and soul out into the game. A player to watch out for, a brilliant player in this Lumbini outfit.
Yes, indeed. Putting his body on the line for his school. Here's a replay of it. Good recollected ball there. Gives the ball to Rusiru and Kushan with the pace. And here's that bit and straight his head on Kushan's upper part of his thigh. Not the sight you want to see. And doctors right on time checking if Johan is okay. Hopefully nothing serious.
Yes, definitely head injuries are a big concern these days when it comes to even the club rugby system or the Dialog Schools Rugby League. But nevertheless, news coming from Rajgiri is that Anand versus Mahanama 7 points apiece, and news from Bambalapitia is that Wesley leading 8 points to nil against St. Peter's, and half-time score Zahira just a 1 point lead, 22 points to 21. And news from Royal Complex is that Royal College is leading 12 points to 5 against the arch rivals, the Thomians. A group that's a lot of drama happening today. We'll have to see till the final whistle of each and every game, but nevertheless seems like it's not Sachin Didwara, the player who went down, it's Johan, the skipper, but seems like he's back on his feet. Gets applauded from the Lumbini crowd as well, because even the crowd would know how important this player or this man in the field. He'll have to be there for the rest of the 30 minutes. But the scenario at the moment, DS having the upper hand, 19 points to 7. And in the second half, Lumbini, yes, they are playing some improved rugby compared to the first half. Those close scorers and the wide space rugby coming into play from Lumbini, but it's just that they have not been able to touch those finishing lines. That will be the most important thing for them to come back into this game.
Yes, indeed. Lumbini sparks things. They get those breaking lines, but they have to finish what they've started. That's been the question for Lumbini so far. But player back on feet, ready for action, and both teams hyped up. The atmosphere is getting electric here, because both teams and the supporters know how important this match is for these two teams. Now here's Induranga with the throwing duties. Rex on a line out in favor of DS, rather Lumbini. DS has been applying immense pressure in these line-outs for Lumbini, but clean line-out for Lumbini.
Release.
Here's the Lumbini forwards coming into action. Right in the center of the field.
Back. Good. Back to the highmost foot, please.
Looking for options, and here's the big vice captain coming in, running straight into the DS defense line. Here's the backline for Lumbini. Knocks back, says the referee, and here's beg your pardon, here's Lakshan with
Lakshan Pereira coming into play, trying to put that goose step and run around that defender in the corner, but finds his foot in the touchline. It seems like Lakshan Pereira has plenty of pace in him, but nevertheless very unfortunate they are finding that touchline, and DS won't mind that, as once again they get the opportunity of with the Rex on a line out, and now it's where DS will have to be smart, especially in these anything over in Lumbini's half. Maybe put it to boot and put them into back foot. It will be important that they play that territorial game as well. But nevertheless, DS forwards opt to play those close quarters. Yes, you can see ThePapare setting up behind the ruck. Will surely look to put it to boot. Yes, Gamage to Pereira.
Outside.
Pereira puts on a deep kick. Straight into Lakshan Pereira's hands. Yes, Lakshan Pereira. A long pass to Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar passing it to no man's land and does very well to get that, steal that ball. D.S Senanayake. Here's
Satila goes in for contact. That was Tendulkar connected it very well and loses the ball. Oh my, that is a good opportunity going away for DS. Here's the quick tap taken from Sachinta. Puts a rubber and collects it well. Looking for the miracle pass, but here's a Praveen Lakma running it, beating two tacklers. Now quick play is needed for DS. Here Sanu Pereira runs straight into the gap. Goes for the short side. Here's Udruzuru, not the best of options there, but they have advantage in their hand. So referee brings play back to the infringement.
Offside, number 4.
They have to calm, both teams have to calm down and play it safe, especially DS, because Lumbini is very good at that broken play attack. You just saw Sachin Tendulkar's run, how good he is in this broken play. But DS again with a miracle opportunity here. And a massive kick there by ThePapare.
Well, yes, once again it's that those handling errors putting Lumbini back on trouble. Once again had that opportunity with the open space, but nevertheless just throwing that ball away to the hands of Praveen Lakmal, and from that pressure DS created that penalty, and now DS with the Rexona line out and sets their rolling maul. They'll have to shift it, but seems like the ball has been lost by Praveen Lakmal. Cardinal error, and it will be a Cavani scrum down in favor of Lumbini College inside the red zone. They'll have to get out of trouble here.
Praveen is not happy with something. Not quite sure, but that's not the side you want to see, because the Don's rolling maul has been really brilliant so far in this game. It has worked when it's really needed, and these small errors is not what you want to do when you're inches away from scoring a try, Janidu. So now Lumbini with the Rexona, rather Cavani scrum.
Well, Royal College is having a great game at Royal Complex, 19 points to 5. Well, many thought that St. Thomas's would be the favourites for this game, but can Royal turn the tables down? That's the question. And
time on.
Brilliant games happening today, 7 games happening, and now those Cavani scrum down in favor of Lumbini. We'll have to make sure that there is no room for error, because even though they have the ball in their hand, it's inside their red zone and very close to that 5 meter as well. So I'm pretty sure that the DS forwards will try to put big pressure on the scrum.
Going to engage here.
Well, penalty considered by D.S Senanayake College. Not too sure
I told later
exactly why, but Lumbini wouldn't mind that, as Sachin Tendulkar will put this to boot.
Few errors from DS, and Sachin Tendulkar comes up with another brilliant touch find. He has been brilliant for this Lumbini outfit with his boot.
Yes, absolutely. He has been really impressive with his boot. And a lad that has so much potential. And he's doing the job right for his team. But as a unit, they've got to cut down these errors, which has been the biggest concern for them.
Number 14 off,
Two
number
changes
7.
coming in as well for D.S Senanayake College.
Chamit Samarasinghe is on the field, and well as Dushala Ishmant. Chamit Samarasinghe has been a player to watch in this DS outfit. He's been on the bench and back on play. So fresh legs for DS, and here's Lumbini with a Rexona line out. Very well taken, the line out, and here's the little chip in from Lumbini, overcooks it. Here's Bhuti Turusiru.
No, release. No.
Here's Liara, gives the ball to Praveen.
No.
Praveen well taken down there by the Lumbini defense, and here's Dushal, fresh legs in for DS. Here's Natira Pereira looking to spark something up, but loses his footing.
Well, unnecessary there. You cannot do that, Natira Pereira.
You can't start up.
And not the best of players to concede a penalty as well. Here's a massive opportunity for Lumbini. Got to make sure that they do things right here. Yes, Sachin Tendulkar with the ball in hand. Yes, they opting to go for touch. And they'll get the 5-meter line out. And Lumbini has to make sure that they get this line out right and get their basics right and get their plan right. And that will help them to score their second Namana Bank try.
Yes, indeed. This is a do or die opportunity for Lumbini. If they want to make a statement, they have to score here and change the outcome. And here's Induranga with a crucial Rexona line out. Here's the Lumbini rolling more. DS defense is up to task, but
No, release.
got down cleanly, says the referee. Here's Lumbini looking for this, still going, but the DS is up to task, and a quick tap taken. Wrong place, says the referee. Again going for that quick tap. Sends out wide to the vice captain. Here's the Vihanga looking to spark something, but
No, you come inside. Number
Rasanda spots him well. Now Lumbini forwards, playing it slow. Not something we've seen so far. And here's
offside number 2.
Lumbini forwards gaining meters. Puts it down, and here's the little grubber from Shashan, and what a try that was. He puts a little chip in and scores it himself. This awareness has been brilliant from Lumbini. They know that DS is here for its rush defense, and there's no one back when it comes to these small gaps, and puts a little chip in and dots down a few meters away from the post.
Yes, absolutely. And Bhuti Turusiru is playing as fullback. He's got to be behind the ruck when it comes to such areas. But nevertheless, he does that mistake back to back. And now with the goal conversion is Sachin Tendulkar. Can he cut down the deficit? That's the question. Yes, that will be 14 points to 19 and just a 5 points deficit. And an absolute brilliant try. I would love to have a replay of that try coming into as well. It was some brilliant game awareness, and once again Bhuti Turusiru not at the right area, and Lumbini identifying that space. Take a look at that. There you go. Bhuti Turusiru coming from the right corner and completely missing that ball, and 2 players straight away on the top of the ball. He could have avoided it, but nevertheless he runs astray. But nevertheless, now this game has come down to the wire. Just a 5 points deficit, and around 20 minutes left in the clock as well. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game. And all this live coverage action brought to you by Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. As Natira Pereira, the D.S Senanayake college keeper, will look to restart things. Pretty sure he must have had a chat with the boys as well to make sure not to let go away that momentum. Please make sure to continue it so as he puts a deep kick, collects it well, and here's Sachin Tendulkar. Blocked, but nevertheless
No offside, no offside.
gained some distance, and here's D.S Senanayake College now with a massive opportunity. They've got space open, but nevertheless does very well in the ruck. Lumbini concedes that penalty, holding on, says the referee. Brilliant comeback from Lumbini.
Oh my, talk about momentum shift.
Because අතේ වැදිලා යන goal එක. ඕගොල්ලෝ play.
Yes, Lumbini
නැති වෙනවා. අතන holding on එක
with the upper hand.
holding on එක හරි. හරියන ball එක pick කරා. Okay, thank you. holding on.
And once again Sachin Tendulkar will look to put it to boot, and he's got to make sure that he gets a good one this time as well. Yes, does very well. Brings his team into the 40-meter mark. This lad's got some good boot. And Lumbini now have yet another opportunity. They'll have to go all the way from here.
Okay,
If they can go back-to-back 2 tries, D.S Senanayake College will be under immense pressure.
Here's Induranga with the line out duties for Lumbini, but good steal there. But
line out.
think closing the gap is the call.
No, line out. Oh, your board. මේ මාක් එකේ ඉන්න මං ස්ට්‍රික්ට් බලනවා දැන්. ඔව් මාක්.
Referee's watch wasn't on time, and here's Lumbini gives the ball out, and here's the try scorer looking for his options, puts it out, gives the ball to Sachin. Does he have enough legs to make it all the way? He does, and that's down right next to the post. What a comeback from Lumbini. That small momentum shift is enough for them to make it all the way and catch up with the DS lead.
Well, what's happening at Havelock Park? The crowd has gone wild from Lumbini. What a passage of play, what a set piece play. And talk about these lads in the back line for Lumbini. They've done it right when it matters the most and when it was needed the most. What a brilliant try. We would love to see that replay once again after this goal conversion. And it's the same man who scored that try, Sachin Tendulkar. Well, we did mention his name quite a few times, and you cannot keep this man out of the game. He's just
You have 20 seconds more.
brilliant. And now Sachin Tendulkar with the goal conversion to get the lead, but nevertheless finds that right post, and yes, the replay come into play. Brilliant set piece. Take a look at that, sending it all the way to the goal. Here's the man who changed everything, hit into that gap, and look at that offload. Look at that offload, and had the supporting line as a lovely draw and pass, taking 2 defenders in, and Sachin Tendulkar just a matter of using his legs and running all the way to that Tamana Bank try. And now the points are 19 points apiece, and this game's going to be very, very, very interesting.
Now here's ThePapare with a long kick, and here's Sachin replies it with another good kick. Pressure there for Deumin. All I see is Lumbini outfits, but recollects it well. Scrum forms, ruck form, says the referee. The DS have to cool things down. We have a play down. And oh my, momentum shift, Jonathan. ThePapare with a touch find. Hits it high and gains meters as well. DS need to score here to get that lead again, to gain that confidence for the team. We have fresh legs in for DS again. We have Timat Bogawat in the park for DS.
Number 13.
I sense another Dons rolling more coming. It's a full man line out. It's 5-C. Yes, it is. And Praveen with the Rex on a line out. And here's the Dons rolling more in action. Good defense there by Lumbini. And it's still moving. Using one, says the referee. But here's the rolling ball. Gaining inch by inch. Liara takes it out and Tatira puts in. Kicks it straight into the hands of the Lumbini player.
21 Yes. No.
And advance in favor of DS.
The mall, yes. And then the number 12 number 12 I call later clarify I call later number 5 mangata kiwwa
but they've got to make sure that they continue to do so. Lumbini was trying to put a lot of pressure on Lumbini, but yes, once again that position plays a huge role, because even though Lumbini was putting a lot of pressure, they gave away that penalty. And D.S Senanayake, now it's just a matter of making things right in that driving maul and going for that 4th Amana Bank try and going for their bonus point as well.
Yes, DS know what their strong point is. They know they're inches away from that whitewash. They have to use their weapons right. And here's DS again with a miracle opportunity again. Here's Praveen Lakmal. Play on air. Here's the call. And here's the rolling maul again. Advantage in favor of DS. Here's Timat Bogawat. Tries to go in, but being brought down. And here's Dushala Yashmanta pumping his legs. Try to spark something, but Lumbini defense is up to task. Viruja Jayathilaga there with the carry. Here's the dangerous man, Pramil Lakma. Still on his feet. Trying to get that extra meters for his team. Here's Timat passes it to no man's land. And here's Indura meets up with the rushing defense of Lumbini. So DS have all the luck on their way and they have the advantages, but they have to score. They've been knocking on Lumbini's door a lot. They have to finish it. Janidu.
Yes, absolutely. But nevertheless, good pressure coming in from Lumbini. They know that they've got to somehow avoid this try, because that will once again put them on the back foot. And the pressure that's coming from Lumbini in the defense has been brilliant, but nevertheless they are putting good pressure in the rolling maul, but nevertheless they are conceding a penalty. That is the concern. If they can cut down that penalty and put pressure on DS, that will be a great competition. But nevertheless DS once again puts it out, and I'm pretty sure they are once again going in for that mammoth rolling maul with Pramil Lakmal's throw. Yes, the throw, that's no mistake, sets that rolling maul. Once again decides to drive forward, but the direction just goes astray. But nevertheless the maul has been collapsed, and now DS forwards will opt to play close quarters. Yes, Pramil Lakmal, good body positioning, driving low body. It seems like he's held up, but nevertheless his knees are down, so he'll have to land it on the ground. And here's the forwards once again. Good defense coming in as well. This has been a great show. Fast ball from the number 8, Sanul Pereira, and he touches down.
There with the carry. That is what he's best in. Liara spotting the gap, telling him to make that straight line. And Timat Bogawat comes up with the Amada Bank try for DS. DS again making the lead in this encounter. Here's Buddhi Tarusiru. Not the easiest angles for a goal conversion, but not the best of kicks from Buddhi. Then here's a replay of that try. DS forwards doing their utmost best, and here's the link between the scrum half and the number 8. Here's Bogawat running it straight with just raw power and dots down for the Amana Bank try.
Just a 5-point deficit now, 24 points to 19. D.S Senanayake College scores the 4th Amana Bank try and gets their bonus point as well. And around 10 minutes remaining according to our clock, and Lumbini College will once again have to pull off something magical like they did before. But first and foremost, they will have to cut down these errors in this all important 10 minutes of the game. Once again with a deep kickoff, good pressure and good chases coming. And ThePapare puts it to boot, doesn't find touch. But Tisun Pereira, good competition there, but does very well to held on to possession, but referee says it's high tackle. And straight away penalty conceded. And now Lumbini with a massive opportunity. Sachin Tendulkar with the ball in hand. He's got to get a good one here. Latter part of the game. Sachin Tendulkar with the ball in hand. Well, once again a brilliant touch finder from Sachin Tendulkar. This lad's been very, very impressive. And here's a big opportunity now for Lumbini College. They've got to make sure they hold on to possession, cut down those mistakes, and if they can get through this try, it's going to be a very, very interesting game. Just a 5-point deficit. Nevertheless, 5 points or 7 points doesn't matter, but that 5 points will be definitely important.
Yes, indeed. Now here's Induranga with a crucial line out. And oh my, takes the quick tap. Here's Lumbini. Inches away.
Finish!
What a momentum drive there.
He's getting down and up.
But referee,
I called the release for him. One in the back.
Says he went down and he got back illegally. And here's DS. Oh my, DS got out of that very luckily, because Lumbini was moving super fast. They were recollecting real well. But Cardinals from Lumbini costing them that potential try.
Well, the Lumbinis keep having a chat with the referee as well. Pretty much confused to why the penalty was awarded. But nevertheless, D.S Senanayake gets out of trouble. ThePapare will have to put to find a good touch.
Crowd is being vocal here, Janidu. And not a clean touch finder from ThePapare. Here's the number 15, Lakshan, sparking things up, but it's up with a good tackle from Samit Samarasinghe.
Not roll away, him.
Not rolling away is the ball.
Roll away. You tackle number 15.
Again,
turn over here.
Lumbini with an advantage. DS has to be really careful. They've been costing a lot of Alumix penalties in this second half. It is what costing them a lot. And here's Sachin Tendulkar His boot has done miracles for this Lumbini outfit. And I think yet another one is in the making. And here's Sachin Tendulkar. Gets their team into the corner with a touch finder. Now again Lumbini with another opportunity.
Well, can Lumbini get through this time? That's the question. First and foremost, they've got to make sure that they get this line out right. Just the final 5 to 6 minutes. If they have to do it, it's the time. Yes, we can see no contest coming into play from D.S Senanayake College as well. Lumbini sets that rolling maul. Not going to be easy to drive forward those DS forwards, but does very well. Dummy is in. Is Johan. Good pressure coming from DS and loose ball. And has the ball been lost forward? Yes, it is. Once again, those handling errors causing trouble for Lumbini College. And D.S Senanayake College won't mind, and it's just a matter of holding on to possession and getting out of danger. And Lumbini will have to think a lot. They've got to get to a score within a little time that's remaining. That's the biggest challenge, but
Yes,
nevertheless.
indeed. Talking about applying pressure, Janidu, DS has been marvelous with it. And here's DS with a Cavani scrum in their own 22.
Crouch. Bind.
Here's
set. Sorry.
Liara with the feed in. Let's see what the DS has in store. Here's Buddhituruziru, kicks it out. Goes for that touch find. Getting out of that 22. Getting out of the danger zone.
බෝල අතින් රිලීස් line out එක ඕව වෙනවා කලින් මෙතනට අවිල්ල ඉවරයි. අතර line out එකේ.
DS doing the right thing, but I believe if they could gain more meters, put Lumbini in the back foot, put Lumbini as much as you can to their green zone. That will be a big challenge for them. But yes, Lumbini now, the dangerous backs playing that back door. Shows and goes is Laksan Pereira. Steps out, steps in, beats the defenders. Brings his team into the 22. Brilliant work. If Lumbini can make this, it's going to be very interesting. Advantage coming in favor of Lumbini. Now the ball has to be sent out. Yes, the halfback sending it out. Puts on a cross kick. Do they have the chasers? Bounces in favor of Lumbini.
Still advantage? No.
Yet another advantage coming into play in favor of Lumbini. Yes, getting into contact. The final dying minutes. Can Lumbini make it? Yes, the selection. They will need support on time. Opts to go on the short side. Yes, the Winty quarter. And he has been bundled down to touch. But the question is, will referee bring back play to that initial infringement? And seems like yes, he is going to. So Lumbini still have the opportunity. Can they make it? That's the question. They have been given a lot of opportunities, Medila.
Yes, indeed. Lumbini has to finish these opportunities. They've been knocking on DS door a lot. And in the other hand, DS has been massive with the defense. Here's Sachin with a touch find. Again, in that 5 meters, Lumbini comes. Will they go out from this 22 with a try in their names?
Well, yes, all important line out. I would say this is the most important line out of the game, Medila, for sure. They've got to keep themselves calm, got to do the right things, because the pressure that's coming from the DS forwards are going to be very huge. Yes, that rolling maul once again from Lumbini College. Not going to be easy driving forward with the DS forwards. Yes, rightfully said so. They're sending it outright, using their strength. The backs. Yes, Pereira to Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar loses the ball. Very unfortunate. For a moment I thought he had it scored in the corner flag, but very unfortunate. But seems like, is there any penalty coming in favor of Lumbini? Yes, there you go. Yet another opportunity.
Well, last minute in our clock, Janidu. And by the looks of it, it's a drop goal kick for DS. Buddhist Rusiruda with a try saving tackle. Just a tap on the ball and makes Sachin lose the ball. Now here's Tatira Bera thumbs a kick straight into the hands of Sachin, and you don't want to give the ball to him. And here's Shahan with the ball.
No.
Here's Lumbini running his straight at the Lumbini forwards. Time is up on our clock. Last 5 minutes of this game.
Number 8.
Here's the Lumbini line with acres of space. Gives the ball to Sachin. Gives the ball to Vihaga. Gains meters in the corner. Here's oh my God. That much effort goes begging from that cardinal. They had the momentum.
Well, that's what pressure does, Methila. And I think it's time to decide the Swiss Tech player of the match. Well, I believe it's Praveen Lakmal. If DS takes this game home, take a look at that. Once again, Lumbini backs doing the right thing. Played fast pace, but nevertheless, there you go. Sachin Tendulkar. Very well played. Very well done there by Butti Visuru. Hanging on to that Sachin Tendulkar's hands and letting him lose that ball. But nevertheless, coming back to the point, I believe the Swiss Tech player of the match should be awarded to Praveen Lakmal. Scored in 2 Amana Bank tries, and for his effort in that forwards outfit in the DSL, and for his work rate. He has been all around in the park, and for making sure those lineouts were thrown accurately as well. So if DS can take this game home, Praveen Lakmal will be awarded the Swiss Tech player of the match, and pretty sure the time's up as well. And DS will surely look to kick out and gain their first victory of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026.
Yes, indeed. What a thriller it has been here at Havelock Park, and Praveen Lakmal with a massive shot, giving his set of forwards the best he can. And here's Liar gives the ball to the captain, kicks it out, and referee says they still have minutes. There's still time to play.
Well, even the time's up on our clock. Seems like referee has a few seconds left, and well, it's a God-given opportunity for Lumbini, and just a matter of making things right. Methila, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what comes from this Rexona line out. Can DS take it home, or will Lumbini change or turn the tables down? Yes, that short line out coming. They will need support. Good defense coming into play from D.S Senanayake College. Interesting to see what Lumbini is opting to do here. Are they going to use their forwards, or are they going to use their strength, the backs? Yes, Tisun Pereira, the strong ball carrier, the number 8 for Lumbini. Dying seconds of the game. Can Lumbini make it? Will it be 5 out of 5 for Lumbini? Puts it to boot, and seems like referee will bring back play for the initial infringement. A little bit of a concern. referee wanting to have a chat with the assistant referee. We're not too sure as well what the concern is. Very, very interesting game, Mithil, isn't it? Very interesting.
Yes, thriller, and we have here's the most important decision from the referee.
Couple of players down as well.
Number 5,
due to slight injuries.
and second him.
Back on field. Another chat with the two skippers. Making the confusion right, making things clear.
You go.
Seems like a little bit of banter that has happened between two players, and both have been sent to the sin bin.
Bit of man bags being thrown in there. Why not? The thrill of a game. It is a game of rugby after all.
Punching.
It is another advantage, and the referee's call is punching. Here's the most important power is the game.
Number 8, Elliot, and number 8. Thank you. Binding.
Lumbini will have to make sure that there is no room for error. Pretty sure it's the last move as well, so they've got to make sure that they do not cause any error. Yes, Tisun Pereira once again throwing away that ball, and yes, they have left the ball forward. That's the game for D.S Senanayake College. The first win of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026, heading into the ball segment. They get their first victory, and a game that came down to the wire, but nevertheless D.S Senanayake College has taken the upper hand, and they managed to beat Lumbini College 24 points to 90, but nevertheless a huge credit must be given to Lumbini as well, Mithila. They played some brilliant rugby, brilliant comeback, and I'm pretty sure the money is worth for every fan who came today, and it's a brilliant game of rugby.
Yes, indeed. What a game it has been. A huge match for both sides. DS coming out with their first victory of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. Here's the second half highlights. Here's that enormous try from Sashan rather, and Sachin converting it. It has been a very powerful second half. Both teams gave it best, and here's a wonderful try again from Sachin. Here's the miracle pass. Draws the man is Johan and gives the ball to the speedster. What a game it has been, and these points are very vital to go for the ball segment.
And yes, like we spoke about, Swiss Tech player of the match will be awarded to Praveen Lakmal. Brilliant contribution towards his team with the line out throws, making sure every throw was accurate, scoring 2 Amana Bank tries, and a lot of tackles covered and a lot of meters gained for his team as well. So with that, D.S Senanayake College has gained their first victory of the season, something for them to be happy about, because from the beginning of the season they were struggling. This is a team that has a lot of potential, a team that has a lot of strengths, but nevertheless they've been able to touch down their first one. As we take a look at the key stats of this game, DS Senanayake College 24 points to 19 and 4 tries for DS with a bonus point, 2 conversions, and Lumbini College just not being able to get that bonus point, but nevertheless has touched down 3 tries and 2 conversions. And of course, like we mentioned before as well, Swiss Tech perfect player of the match goes to Praveen Lakmal from DS Senanayake College.
What a shift he has been having. He was, when it comes to ball carries, line out throws, and guiding their pack of forwards, he has been excellent. And that's a game. And here's upcoming fixtures. We have tomorrow Kingswood College taking on Science College at Trinity College grounds, and the big main event Trinity College taking on Isipatana College at Havelock Park. That's a match you need to tune in, and all of this action is bringing to you by Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.com. And it's been a massive match here at Havelock Park, and DS taking their victory after a big wait. They've had 4 matches that they've given their best and trying their level best to make the victory, and here's the DS team going home with the first victory of the league.
Well, yes, something to be happy about, and now it's just a matter of continuing that momentum for the rest of the games as D.S Senanayake College will proceed in the ball segment. And news from that candy is Sri Sumangal College has bounced back. They've been able to beat the Antonians from 17-0 to 33 points to 24. So a lot of turning down the tables happening here, and of course yet another game happening at Royal Complex. Game to watch out for. Royal College taking on St. Thomas's College. At the moment, Royal College lead in 22 points to 17, but it's a game that's going to be an interesting one, and anything could happen in that game as few of the games are still proceeding. But here at Havelock Park, the game winds up, and D.S Senanayake College happy smiles on their faces as they mark their first victory of the season. So thank you for joining us, and do stay tuned with us for more action of this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026 as we'll be signing off Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Let's KFC! Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Higher inverter air conditioner. Be chilled in any heat moment.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න. Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Higher inverter refrigerators. What a spectacular catch.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare.
Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.